Have you ever spent hours fine-tuning a production line until it's perfectly optimized? Or found yourself lost in the world searching for the perfect spot to start your build? We have all been there. Factory games have a way of pulling us in, making us lose track of time. But have you ever wondered how it all started? In today's video, we are diving deep into the evolution of factory games, from their humble beginnings to the modern classics we know and love today. The story starts with simulation and management games. One of the earliest examples was in 1989, a game called SimCity was released, a game about real-time management and construction simulation. While not a factory game per se, it laid the foundation for complex resource systems and the satisfaction of seeing something you've built flourish. 4 years later, in 1993, a game was released which is considered the first game that really started to resemble what we now call factory games. Its name was The Incredible Machine. The general goal of the game is to arrange a given collection of objects in a needlessly complex fashion to perform some simple tasks, such as put the ball into a box or start a mixer and turn on a fan. Though it was more of a puzzle game, it introduced players to the concept of building intricate systems to achieve specific goals, which is a key element in factory games. But it wasn't until 2012 that the genre truly began to take shape, with the release of Factorio. This game brought everything together: resource gathering, production chains, and automation. It wasn't just about building a factory, it was about optimizing it, making it more efficient, and eventually automating the entire process. Factorio became the gold standard for the genre, inspiring countless others. But what inspired Factorio? Well, we have to return back for this one. In November 2011, a game that revolutionized gaming for many years was released. I am of course talking about Minecraft. But what does Minecraft have anything to do with Factorio or factory games at all? The game itself doesn't have much in terms of building a factory, but that's where mods come in. Minecraft's modding community is one of the most creative and dedicated in gaming history. And in 2011, a mod called Buildcraft was released. Buildcraft introduced automated mining, transportation, and crafting systems into Minecraft, features that would become central to factory games. Following Buildcraft, other mods like Industrial Craft, Grid Power, and many others added even more complexity and depth. These mods allow players to set up entire automated systems, from resource extraction to processing and crafting, all within the sandbox of Minecraft. These mods sparked the imagination of many players, including the creators of Factorio. What began as simple mods evolved into a fully fledged game that focused primarily on the joys of automation and optimization. Factorio was a game for those who loved logistics and efficiency. After the success of Factorio, the stage was set for the genre to explode in popularity. But Factorio was just the beginning. Other developers recognized the potential and began expanding the genre in all sorts of creative and innovative ways. In 2019, Satisfactory took the foundation laid by Factorio and brought it into a fully 3D world, shifting the perspective from a top-down view to a first-person experience. Though it wasn't the first to implement a 3D world, it fundamentally altered the way players interacted with their factories. This change wasn't just about aesthetics. You weren't just designing and managing from above. You were right there on the ground, walking among your creations, building factories, exploring a beautiful alien world, and optimizing in a way that felt more immersive and personal. 2 years later, in 2021, Dyson Sphere Program was released, which took the concept of factory building to a galactic scale. And instead of just automating one factory, Players were tasked with creating an entire network of interstellar factories, ultimately constructing a Dyson sphere to utilize the energy of a star. This game pushed the boundaries of what a factory game could be, merging the genre with strategy and space exploration. Today, factory games have evolved into a diverse genre, with titles ranging from deep, complex simulations to more accessible casual experiences. Yet, at their core, they all share the same essence: the joy of creation, optimization, and automation. Modern classics like Factorio and Satisfactory continue to receive updates and expand their fan bases, while new titles like Foundry and AutoForge experiment with new ideas and mechanics, ensuring that the genre remains fresh and exciting. So, what's next for factory games? With the growing popularity of indie development and factory games, we are seeing an increase in creativity, with new titles exploring different settings, mechanics, and themes. The future of the genre looks bright, with more and more players discovering the satisfaction of building, optimizing, and automating their virtual worlds. The evolution of factory games is far from over. They have come a long way from their early beginnings, evolving into a genre that challenges players to think creatively, solve complex problems, and automate their way to success. And with new titles on the horizon, the future looks even more promising. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the history of factory games. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.